Well, hey there, friends. How are you today? Hey, I have a question. Do you have a first aid kit at your house? Something like this. I know that many of you do. I would hope that you all know where it is at your house. Well, what is in this first aid kit? Let's see here. We're going to open this up. See if I can show it to you. It squeaked a little bit. All right, we got our first aid guide here that has places where we can write important phone numbers and has instructions. I got a pair of scissors, little scissors there, some tape. We got some gauze going on here, a roll gauze pack. Oh, we got a package of Band-Aids. We have some wipes, some antiseptic wipes. We have some nonstick pads here. We got some first aid cream and most everything that we need to help somebody with a wound or a cut or a burn is found in this first aid kit, as you can see. I'm going to close it up here a bit. So these are items that we all use when someone is hurt, right? So if someone was hurt and needed your help, would you say, no, you can't have it? Most likely not, because you are all very good people and you want to help others. That's true. We want to help others because we care for them. Well, more about this in just a bit. So this is Holy Week, and today is Wednesday of this very special week. And as you know, Holy Week began on Palm Sunday, and it is now continuing with reflections upon the teachings of Jesus, his Last Supper, his betrayal, Jesus' suffering, his crucifixion, death, burial, and resurrection. We know that this is a very important week, as 25% of the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John talk specifically about the happenings of Holy Week, which was only 1 week of Jesus' ministry on earth for the 3 years that he did that. In the scriptural account of the physical happenings of Holy Week, there were some powerful events that took place. And today we want to look at something that Jesus said about first aid. Yep, just a few days before he was killed, before he was crucified, he told his disciples this lesson. And we know this lesson from Matthew 25 as the story of the sheep and the goats. So listen as I tell you what Jesus said. Jesus said, "The Son of Man will come in all of his glory, and all the angels will come with him, and then he will sit in glory on his throne." Now, Jesus is talking about the future here. This isn't something made up. This will happen. All the nations will be gathered in front of him, and he will separate the people into 2 groups. He will be like a shepherd who separates the sheep from the goats, and he will put the sheep to his right and the goats to his left. And then the king will speak to those on his right, and he will say, "My Father has blessed you. Come, take what is yours. It is the kingdom prepared for you since the world was created. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you gave them to me. I was sick, and you took care of me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." And then the people who have done what is right will answer him, "Well, Lord, when? When did we see you hungry and feed you? When did we see you thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you as a stranger and invite you in? And when did we see you needing clothes and give them to you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" And the king will reply, "What I'm about to tell you is true. Anything you did for one of the least important of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." And then he will say to those on his left, "You are cursed. Go away from me into the fire that burns forever. It has been prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, but you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, but you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, but you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, but you did not give me any. I was sick and in prison, but you did not take care of me." They will answer, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty and not help you? When did we see you as a stranger or needing clothes or sick or in prison and not help you?" And he will reply, "What I'm about to tell you is true. anything you did not do for one of the least important of these, you did not do for me. Then they will go away to be punished forever. But for those who have done what is right, they will receive eternal life. You know, I find it very interesting that Jesus talked about this just a few days before he died. What is important to God? Well, caring for each other, helping each other, offering first aid, feeding somebody, clothing somebody, visiting somebody, showing hospitality to somebody. To who? Well, for those who need it most. Often to be what the world or our society or culture may consider to be the least of these. Everyone is important in God's eyes. And Jesus reminds his followers that a true sign of believing in God is caring for people, for all people. So, when we care for each other, we serve God. I hope that you are somebody who does not refuse first aid to somebody who needs it. I hope that you are not somebody who will refuse giving somebody something to eat or drink, especially if they need it. Think about ways that you can care for others. Think about being that first aid kit. And as we celebrate this Holy Week, as we remember what Jesus did for us, it is a really good time to think about what we can do for others. So today, I wish you a day of caring. Think about how you can help people around you and maybe somebody who you don't know. Oh, I also wish for you a day filled with joy and a day filled with peace.